Hi folks, Dr. Ed Beyer. Today we're going to be talking about something that I see all the time in my clinic, and that is patients coming to me with a known autoimmune disease, or, this is what I see a lot, they suspect that they have an autoimmune disease, and they've been to several doctors and they're not really sure, and they're just kind of like confused. Well, this is the questions that I get. Am I autoimmune? And if I am, what can be done? Now, I'm going to tell you, one of the things that I see a lot is patients come in, and you have to understand that when someone's autoimmune, you're going to have, in the blood work, you're going to have antibodies against a particular tissue. These antibodies are also called immunoglobulins. One of the tests that's really useless out there is an ANA titer. And I know a lot of people come in with that, and it doesn't really tell us much, and it doesn't really rule in or rule out an autoimmune disease. It's kind of like 1980s medicine. So if that's been done and you're watching this, just want to mention that. Now, you can know a lot of times people suspect that they have an autoimmune disease just by their symptoms. And I kind of spent some time putting the slide together, and I thought over the years, the 29 years that I've been doing functional medicine, is that I came up with the 7 top symptoms. Number 1 would be joint and muscle pain, because someone who's autoimmune is just chronically inflamed. And so they have all these musculoskeletal complaints, and they come to me. I'm also a chiropractor, and I tell them, your problem's not in those joints in your shoulder, back pain, hip pain, knee pain, feet pain. It's because they're systemically inflamed. The whole system's inflamed, and that's due to an underlying autoimmune process. Chronic fatigue. I mean, when you have your immune system attacking your own body, you're going to be fatigued. Your immune system's just gobbling up a lot of energy. And when you're in pain, you're going to be fatigued. Chronic or poor gut function. 80% of our immune system's in our gastrointestinal, in our system, in our gut. And so many people with autoimmune disease have gut issues. In fact, that's the first thing we got to clean up on any autoimmune patient. Poor skin and hair, because the immune system also resides not only in our gut but in our skin. And when the immune system acts up, it can affect other areas where the immune system resides, mainly in our gut, also in our skin and in our brain. So brain fog, which is number 5 right here, and neurological symptoms like depression, anxiety, brain fog, memory loss, and sometimes vertigo or balance disorders. There can be many different types of neurological movement disorders, tics, dystonias, all these different things that can be affected. Multiple miscarriages, I see this quite common in females, obviously, under young females that are in their 20s and 30s. They have a hard time maintaining a pregnancy because the immune system's attacking the fetus, which the immune system thinks is foreign. And then frequent colds and flus, because people with autoimmune disease just can't muster up enough immune response to when we are infected with different things. So the key is when someone comes to me, we can do labs to really identify whether they're having antibodies or immunoglobulins against different tissues. The Array 5 on Cyrix Labs, you can go to there, cyrixlabs.com. A lot of information on there on the autoimmune process. And we can identify how many tissue sites are actually being attacked by the immune system. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to us how many tissue sites. We want to know why. And see, there are known triggers to the autoimmune process, and they can vary from person to person. So from a functional medicine perspective, that's what we're interested in. Whereas traditional medicine is just going to be suppressing the entire immune system, which will definitely, in most cases, reside symptoms on a temporary basis, but it's not a good long-term strategy. And because you don't want to suppress your immune system forever. We need our immune system. Functional medicine, we identify and remove the underlying autoimmune disease triggers, and we are able to put, in most cases, the process into remission. We don't cure it, because if a patient goes right back and does the things that triggered their autoimmune process, they're going to get it right back. But at least they know what to do. Now, I have several videos that I've made on autoimmunity. If someone out there is watching this is suffering from it, or you know someone that is, I have on my YouTube page, I've had over dozens of videos on the autoimmune process. I'm Dr. Beyer. I hope that helps. Have a great day.